What's up, witches? Let's get a message for today and see what's going on. Quite honestly, I just don't feel like moving my computer back and forth at the moment. I call it something like a series of the traveling laptop. So one thing that's been pretty much fueling this whole endeavor since I started. We got Gemini, the twins. Ooh, the lovers. We get Jupiter. Interesting. Isn't there something going on with Jupiter right now? What was it? 2, strong soul connections. I believe it's Jupiter and Venus. What were the 2 planets that were very visible last night? I mean, I saw them. Look it up because I want to know. I know, it's so entertaining with this. Why didn't you look it up beforehand? Because I didn't know Jupiter was going to be the planet today. Brightest planet Jupiter and Venus to convey in the west-southwest sky. Oh, Jupiter and Venus to join in the evening in the sky on Wednesday night. What is today? Tuesday. It's crazy. Did you see it? It's a dust bunny or something. I don't know. Ay. That's why they're so bright. Okay. 1 hour after sunset. Yep. It would have been when I was leaving the volleyball game. Sure enough. All right. Ooh. Masculine. Feminine. The moon. No communication. No communication or secret communications going on here. All right, for our no communication, what do we got going on? Funny how a melody can sound like a memory. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I am kind to everyone. But when someone is unkind to me, weakness will not be what you remember. Somebody thought somebody was naive because they were kind. Our love is like the wind. I can't see it, but I can feel it. One day we are going to melt the faces off the universe. Ooh, I ask for so little. Just let me rule you and you can have everything you want. Y'all are gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing. Ooh. Someone's stressing about this no communication. Do or do not. There is no try. Yeah, this is a response to that. Someone set out that little cry, right? And as soon as they touched it, as soon as they were just like, you're making me lose my mind, I ask for so little, just let me rule you and you can have anything you want. But you're making me lose my mind. And then immediately it switched, well, don't worry about what the hell I'm doing. Do or do not, there is no try. Somebody feels like someone didn't try. Like, you didn't try. Like, you didn't try. Hey girl, can I call you back? I'm on camera right now. Alright, bye. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Everything is backwards now. Like, out there is true and in here is just a dream. And here is just a dream. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. If someone wants to walk out of your life, let them go. Someone's like, someone's trying to walk away here, and the other person's like, let them go if they want to walk away, because they're like, frankly, I don't give a damn about your feelings right now. Like, when you took my kindness for weakness, you thought I was stupid because I was kind, and no. And now this person's upset because I get the energy of like, but they're like, I don't know, whatever that energy you were putting out, I get submissive energy, like that feminine kind of submissive energy. Now they're like, they want that, and they're like, they don't want, and I get that they've been working towards it, because they're like, don't get distracted. They're like, don't sleep with somebody else, and it's like, dude. Got anything else? Don't get distracted. It's too easy to be myself with you. A heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. What? The people around you, around a person that cares about them, says a lot about that person, right? Because that is a classic narcissistic thing to do, right? I shouldn't use that word because it probably pings something on these algorithms and shadow bans me, but they love to say that they do so much for people, and because they love bomb people so much, they have all these examples of times they have done so much for somebody, right? And it's like, and they use these examples all the time, but in the end, nobody really cares about this person because this person is always using way more than they give. They just never highlight that fact. They don't highlight the fact that, like, every day they're begging for $5-10 off of you. All they see is, oh, remember I helped you move anytime, I helped you move that one time. And it was just like, yeah, but then when you showed up, you were wasted, you dropped a piece of my furniture, broke some of my stuff, you know what I'm saying, insulted one of my friends. It was like, that's how they think. And it's just like, a heart is not judged by how much you love. Like, you could love everybody in the fucking world, but if you don't show nobody you love them, then they don't love you back, right? I don't know. Does that make any sense? That's what I'm getting into here. For my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom as great. You have no power over me. You don't get to miss what you said we never had. Yeah. Somebody had a connection with somebody, and they wanted to keep it friend zoney. That's what I'm picking up. You're like, what? No. You said there was no real connection. You said it wasn't there. You acted like you didn't want me. You acted like you didn't like me. I'm a fucking empath, right? My readings are for divine feminines and divine masculines, right? And divine masculines know how to read a feminine. Divine feminines know how to read a masculine. It's like, what? I'm an empath, but I can't. I can sense what you're thinking, right? And then you just act like me, like, nah, that's not what happened. Okay, you don't get to miss what you said you never had. You don't get to miss what you said we never had. We're all in some kind of trouble. Am I the only one who sees it? It's life. You don't figure it out. You just climb on the beast and ride. Yeah. I'm the dickhead fairy that sprinkled us with bitch dust and created this whole argument. Woo. Let's get into it. This is funny. What's our shadow? What's happening with these two? I got dueling personalities here. I definitely got the sense of, like, and this is the thing with the twin flame connections and what makes them a little bit different. And it's because you're mirroring your partner, where the misconception is that you would be exactly like your partner. Now, that's actually the total opposite of it. Twins bring a balance to each other because they're a mirror to each other, right? They're very, very similar, but they're actually polar opposites. But that's what makes it work, right? I guess somebody's felt like a parasite. One person is like, I'm not going to cry over this. I'm not going to cry over you. Someone was definitely insulted to the point they were like, oh, You thought you broke my heart? That's cute. No, I'm not going to cry over this. Are you kidding? Right? What do you think? You think I'm an irrational, emotional female. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's like, no, I'm divinely guided and intuitively guided, right? And I get that this is putting off kind of a black flower fragrance, right? There's a lot that these people like are not recognizing here. There's only like 10% of this situation even showing. There is so much under the surface that's just not acknowledged. It's kind of funny because I watched the whole rainbow blessings, right? Yeah. Those y'all in the ice storms, blessings come after the storms right now, right? There's things that are going to be being exposed coming out here. Are melting. I also get the energy because now I saw a video on this earlier this morning too, and it was about awkwardness and how to handle awkwardness. And it's like, the only thing that makes awkwardness worse is not pointing out that something's awkward, right? Something's awkward. Something's terribly awkward, right? Or somebody does something weird, and we're all going to pretend like we didn't see it, right? And it was like how to handle those situations. And they're like, it was about somebody on talk shows and stuff like that. But, yeah, I'm getting that there was a very awkward situation, and for whatever reason, like I said, you don't get to miss what you said we never had. What it was obviously there. It was obviously making the entire situation incredibly uncomfortable. But nobody was pointing out the elephant in the room. What the elephant in the room? What there is 90% going on under the surface here. And only 10% of it is being shown, but they just get this energy of this heavy weight. I also got the Titanic reference here with it wasn't the size of the iceberg that took out the Titanic. It was how it took it out, right? It didn't punch one big hole. One big hole would have been able to be containable. But what happened was a bunch of little holes got drilled in, and that's how the water got in, right? And I get this energy of negativity, right? What do they say, right? It's not the water on the outside that sinks the ship. It's the water that gets inside that sinks the ship. So I get, because nobody was talking about this, there was a lot of insinuation, a lot of assumption, a lot of gossip, a lot of things like that around it that was able to seep negativity into whatever this situation is, which caused a lot of the turmoil as well. Got an Empress on one side and a King of Pentacles on the other. Mr. Controlling himself. Mr. Controlling himself. Okay, this person's really controlling, right? He always gives off such a creepy energy, right? My thing is like, this card for me, because it has so many representations from other decks and things like that, right? This is on the 3D. This is the person who's doing the most on the 3D, or has the most focus on the 3D of the universe right now to see what they're doing, right? So we've got this person on the 5D. Their highest self operates more of a King of Pentacles energy here, right? On the 3D, I get this very weird energy with this King of Cups, right? It's almost like this King of Cups, right? And look how he clenches onto that glass, right? Right, so that's the energy that I'm picking up off this person. This person could have some overindulging habits as well. I get that that cup could be a little tainted, right? And I get the energy that they let people sip off it and then they hold it back. Where they talk about the allure of it, right? This person can come off very balanced. They have a lot in their past and they can be a bit defensive. A lot of what they do is to defend themselves, right? They're very, like, the reason they're clenching that cup is because they're defensive over it. They're like, there's probably some past drama involved with this to cause them to be so defensive of their heart. But we definitely got somebody who has got, I get a closed off heart energy. Even, that's very specific. Somebody could even be dealing with the energy of somebody's bound their heart. They might not even realize that. Right? I get a binding, like their heart's been wounded and either they bound it themselves, you know what I'm saying, like a bandage around it. However, the representation of it is, but this is what they've done energetically to themselves. They've either bound their heart in, like instead of doing cord cuttings, they've bound their emotions in. And they're very defensive of that because of stuff that's happened in the past. And they use something to numb themselves in order to maintain this. On the 4D here, there's a lot of thought around this Princess of Swords, right? The Princess of Swords, she's just like the Queen of Swords, but she could be a little sharper with her tongue. She could be, just a little bit sharper with her tongue. Like, it's not from a malicious place or anything else like that. It's just, or it could be a little immature, but it's like, someone whose truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's the kind of person that I'm getting, right? It's like, what? Truth hurts. Truth hurts, right? I get with the Three of Wands here, there's a recognition that, this person might have said some hurtful things, but you understand that it came from a virtuous place. Like, they said this to try to help somebody. Like, they're like, dude, I don't know if you noticed that this is what your life really is, but this is what your life really is. And that, it could be an empathic energy like that, holding that mirror up to somebody and they didn't really like it. I get that somebody here was in a third party situation and another person was like, no. No. Be like, putting yourself in third party situations is defeat at all costs. Yeah, you want to put yourself in a situation of on the verge of self-sabotage all the time, where you're always in between two options. That's all third party situations is, and this person's like, the other person was like, no. Be like, you make a decision or I'll make a decision. That's all there is to it. Someone is big about moving from a heart-based center, right? Like, their intentions are, they try to keep, they try to operate from a heart-based center, right? That's where their intentions come from. This person believes strongly in karma, right? And they're like, dude, I'd rather be alone in hermit mode, working on myself, right? I get that Medea thing. I'd rather be in the corner with a goldfish and a puppy and happy and alone than worry about why somebody's up in my fucking house, right? And what are those movies all about? The elephant in the fucking room, right? Whatever shady ass situation's going on behind the scene that everybody knows about but nobody's talking about, right? So we got an Empress on this one side. She is in the hangman position at the moment, right? She's kind of hanging back. She's looking at things from a different perspective, right? Like, to say that she was always an Empress energy, she operates from an Empress energy, but to say that you're not going to learn lessons still, right? Everybody's ever evolving. Like, that is the point. That is the point. You're always supposed to be a different person. Like, you should have a strong moral backbone at the same time and, some moral fortitude. And in that general sense, but you should always, through experiences in life, allow it to teach you, right? This one, we've got the King of Pentacles over here. He's surrounded by a bunch of crabs in the damn bucket. right? Eight of Cups. And both energies, I feel like, are trying to put whatever this is behind them, right? Whatever situations they're in. I feel like this King of Pentacles is I like how they're facing each other down here, though, right? Down here, they're actually facing each other, right? But I get this King of Pentacles energy. This person's comfortable in these Five of Staffs. Why? Because they're predictable people. These are people he can control. Yeah. He knows exactly how to control them. But he knows exactly what they're after. He's like, look, this person understands lust and greed, and he understands this toxic game that these people play, and he knows exactly what to offer and when in order to come off as benevolent or, appeasing or whatever to keep these people in check. But there is a plan here, right? They are trying to move towards, right? I get this Empress is just operating from an intuition standpoint. There's still hope and renewal for this person, right? They're still focused on what their future could bring from them and everything else. And they're like, everything is divine guidance and divine timing. And she's firm in the fact that, karma will play itself out. I even got 1111 right now because I've got this 11 here and then I've got these two stabs sticking up right next to it. This King of Pentacles is going through some sort of judgments here, right? I get this. This is what she is stuck on, right? She's like, what is divinely meant for me will be for me, regardless. So if you're not meant for me, then clearly you're not what I thought you were, so then it's not a problem. Once I release you, then whatever is meant for me will be here, right? This is a firm foundation in belief and faith that what is meant for me will be for me. And it's unshakable. There's some sort of judgment here that's happening for this King of Pentacles. I get when it comes to, because he's got the Six of Coins and everything else like that, this person's defensive, and I think it's over more of material things. He could be pretty stingy on this front, right? There's something happening over there on that side. Yep. The Empress is focused on just taking the high road right now, right? Just trying to operate from their highest self, right? Whatever's going on with this King of Pentacles, he's about to get some major victory, right? This is all about this third-party situation. There's a new beginning happening, something with traveling. Someone wants to come and make an offer. They want to show that they're about this soul connection. They want to change. I get that, like they want to change their stars. They want a union. They've got some secrets about how much. I think they got some secrets about how much emotion they have in this, right? How much emotion they have towards this. It's like, even like their higher self and their, like, to the masculine side. Here we go again, right? You got the King of Cups with the Page of Cups right there. It's like even their inner child's in love with you. That's kind of the secret. That's what makes what makes the energy so intense. I got this, the divine feminine energy is not watching this masculine right now and whatever moves he's making. He's moving towards balance and she's just not paying attention right now. They're both focused on whatever decision it is they've made. Queen of Staves. She's like, no, I'm going to keep operating like a queen. And I get he's making a move towards the Queen of Staves. Right? She's not paying attention, but the Queen of Staves is looking forward. Let's see what's going on. Always looks like her eyes is closed, though. Haha, King of Swords. Someone is lying about making a love offer to keep the peace around them. They're lying about, they're lying about wanting to make a love message, something along those lines, right? And they're trying to hide this from a soul connection. I get that they could be spying. They're looking from behind a wall right now. They're pretty defensive. Got Knight of Swords, Knight of Staves, Five of Coins, because they're out in the cold from this energy right now. But when it comes to dealing with these other people and these soul connections that, like I said, the people that they know how to control and stuff like that, those are soul contracts that they're trying to work out. And there's some I think that they really care for, because we got this Three of Cups energy down here too. So this could be also positive soul connections that they want to try to keep, right? Someone thought being in the Seven of Cups player energy was going to be the way to get the Ten of Cups happiest life ever, and they realized they lost their wish fulfillment doing this. Now they're trying to gain balance, because now they realize that their true wish fulfillment is the Ten of Coins, a happy and abundant home, right? Balanced, right? The divine masculine, the divine feminine, the kids and the dogs, right? They realize that's where they feel the most balanced. It's been a hard truth that they've had to come to. They don't see how they can make a move on the 3D right now, and they're very confused. They're working towards it. Their heart tells them to. But they're blind. They're blind. They can't see. Like usually, like the fool is like looking up. He's at least walking forward. He's at least hopeful and walking forward, and the dog's just bouncing around behind him. And this one, it's like the universe is like he's holding a cup up, and then the universe is like backing him off the cliff. Right? He's like, It's like what I energetically, this person is trying to do this, and the universe is like, well, if that's what you want, you're not making any moves on the 3D, so we're going to start pushing on the 3D to see what's going to happen, right? You're manifesting this. This magician is manifesting this Queen of Pentacles, right? Eight of Swords, entrapment. You're entrapping yourself. Three of Staves, because they're waiting for a ship to come in. Something that they've been working on for a while. This is something that's close to them, something that they've been working on for a while, something that's kept them going. I get that they've been searching for a Queen of Pentacles, and they've been working hard to build the kind of life that a Queen of Pentacles would like. But they've been dealing with all those extra energies for right now, right? Four of Cups, the Hierophant. Someone can have definitely this person overindulges with something, right? And they play the victim. Someone has some sort of numbing habit, and they try to seem all like virtuous and high standing with it, but really they're coming off as like a victim to this, right? Whatever it is, it's like you're playing the victim. I told you, the femmes don't like that. I got this Queen of Cups, and I got young energy surrounding her, right? We got a Page of Swords and a Page of Coins on either side of her, right? Now, she's got her cup out, and there's like a crow on it, right? That's all that divine intuition shit, right? She's like, and her cup's offered out, right? Her heart's offered out. There's something about having to defend one's morals. Like, I guess that they were looking at like how immature this person was with money. Also, I get like that kind of stalkerish energy. Like this person, I get this person stalks their past. Causes a lot of anxiety, a lot of conflict. It causes a lot of anxiety, a lot of conflict. I get that this situation, these are dead situations, like somebody's trying to revive dead situations, or they say that it's a teamwork situation. It's like, meanwhile everybody's looking, they're like, no, it's not teamwork. What this is, I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Like, what, I don't understand what you're doing with your past here. Yeah, somebody needs, I get to grab the tiger by the tail, right? The world is getting ready to open up. This person has got a lot of pressure on them. A lot of pressure on them. Oh, hell yeah. Because there's a tower about to happen. Towers don't just happen. Nah, rarely. Rarely do towers just poof out of nowhere. The tower only falls down because there's cracks in the foundation. And I'm going to go off on a little tangent here for fun. I'm getting the image of someone, and you know what I'm talking about. It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Look out, son. All this is yours. Yeah, I built this castle in the swamp, and the first one sunk into the swamp. So I built another castle. And you know what happened to that one? It sunk into the swamp. And you know what I did? I built another castle, and that one sunk into the swamp, and now I've built this castle on top of the foundations of those 3 sunken castles in the swamp. I get somebody keeps building the same castle in the swamp with this high priestess energy. I get the energy of trying over and over and over and over again with an old energy, and every time it just keeps falling apart. And yeah, it's funny in that movie, but in real life, you know, it's just kind of sad, right? I get this, the Divine Feminine watches this go on, right? It's like, it's hard to watch. It's passionate. It's like, you know, but it's like, it's hard to look away. It's like, you know, I don't know, I get Titanic again. You jump, I jump, I'm too involved now type of energy. It's like I can't turn away without knowing you're going to be okay. And it's like it's hard for her to turn away knowing that this tower was coming. But I feel like she told this person that this tower was coming. Like they're like, dude, you know you can't operate in this energy forever, right? And I get the masculine here is going through an energy, because divine masculines have an innate ability. It comes with the territory of being divine, right? They naturally attract strong-ass soul connections, and they can come off as very confident, and they can totally be players when they want to be players. I get this person was acting like an immature page of staves, and this rite of passage that they're going through now, this awakening, this emergence here, is bringing them into the king of staves energy, right? It's time to stop acting like a player, right, to prove that you're masculine, and start actively acting like a divine masculine, right? It's time to stop putting out the persona of what you think a big D energy is, and actually operate in a true masculine big D energy. Alright, blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.